Okay, so Alfi dropped hard lately, and I believe the reason is these 2 days. So June 22nd and this June 25, June 28, because we had a big rallies on those 2 days, but there were no news. June 15 is what I already covered. This when we kickstarted the growth of the stock, because before that, not a lot of people have knew about it. But on these two particular days, or three we could say, we had much bigger rallies than we had on this day when the actual news were announced. Now Alfi did have some good news after that as well, but nothing that would really make the price go this high. On June 22nd there was literally no news, and the news came out the next day of them hiring the Christopher Wallen, but I don't think that's even the news that could boost the price that much. And on 25 and 28th of June, again we had no news, but the price reached an all-time highs. Now there is an argument that as more people heard about it here, more of them started doing the research, and eventually bigger players heard about it. People started investing larger chunks of money after doing their due diligence and seeing why that could be their best decision. And yeah, there is an argument, but still, even if that's the case, I don't think we should have rallied that much. I think big part of this was Reddit. Never like to see Reddit moving up the price of the stocks that I fundamentally like. And also here on July 19th, there was no news that could have boosted the price that much up. But we had some news from Benzinga, which was 40 minutes before the close, that could boost the price up, but I don't think that's the case because the price was climbing throughout the day. There wasn't really anything significant at the close. So I think the reason why we had this downtrend lately is because we were giving back some of these two big rallies, three we could say big rallies that weren't backed up by any particular news. Now I could be wrong obviously, but it's just how I view it. So I think at the current moment this actually is around a fair price for what we know now. But a lot of new things are coming, and as you can see the title of this video is Catalyst, so let's talk Catalyst. I already told you previously in my last video that they have 9 more cities to install these tablets and that this is the potential catalyst, and that's exactly what happened in Orlando and Tampa, and we have more to go. But some new catalysts that I think are even more important and could boost the price even more is what I found on this video when Alfi CEO joined Yahoo Finance Live. So here's another one. We've got multiple contracts already signed and being signed across many industries, which I really can't go in detail now. I can assure you that over the next couple of few months, you'll start seeing more and more and more as we roll out and we execute across all these industries globally, not just in the US but around the world. So this could be very big, because if we get the news that Alfi started to install their tablets in I don't know, Berlin, Germany or in London, that's gonna be very huge, because they're going to show us that they're capable of scaling globally, and that global expansion is huge. Real investors are gonna see that in general, and being able to sell products globally just shows us that they can scale massively. And another catalysts are that he said that there are a lot of exciting things that are going to happen with rideshare drivers. There are many initiatives that we haven't even spoken about yet that are going to be rolling out, that's going to increase this rideshare's revenue opportunity even further for the rideshare drivers. And we're very excited about it, but I was told I'm not allowed to talk about certain things until I've published properly. Okay, I understand that. So we really have three potential catalysts to look forward for. I mean, three categories, not only three catalysts. We have 9 or 8 more city rollout. We have the global expansion news, and we have this a lot of really exciting things that are going to happen with rideshare drivers. So there is a lot to look forward to. Other than that, this news came out, and that's Alfi Global Research finds digital out-of-home advertising market to surpass 50 billion by 2026. And that's what 65% of advertising executives believe. This was also published by Benzinga on July 19th, the one I mentioned to you earlier, and said that nearly two-thirds of respondents predicted the market would exceed 50 billion within 2 years, and 16% anticipated it would reach 55 or 60 billion in that same time frame. So while keeping in mind that the initial estimates are that it wouldn't exceed 50 billion before 2026, and they're saying that it will happen in the next 2 years. That's just absolutely amazing. I already explained to you in my previous videos why I believe Alfi will be the leader in digital out-of-home industry. It probably already is by the privacy and AI advantage they have. And if you didn't watch these videos that I told you that they will be linked in the description and my last update on the end screen, I definitely recommend you to watch it. And this by far increases their opportunity, and it's almost at the point that it sounds too good for me to believe it's true. But then this happened. While I was reading this article, so with Alfi, advertisers can be informed when someone views their ad, while also tracking total number of views along with individual viewer reactions, so that advertisers can gain insights into when and how viewers interact with and respond to advertisements. And why I think that's huge is because you know that companies, that local businesses and the supermarkets, you see it all the time, they're paying these enormous amounts of money. It's a normal thing when you're advertising to test your ads, to test which ads work the best. There's even like online service when you can make money, just doing the service that they pay you because they want to get an insight. Very often they're showing you their ads, trying to get your feedback on what do you think about them. And I think this is the big revenue builder for Alfi, because people will use it to test their ads. Alfi will provide people exact reactions what the viewer did when they saw their ad, and that's exactly what those businesses want. And that's why I'm now starting to understand why CEO uses so pumpy phrases, which I told in my previous video, which was kind of weird to me at the moment. But when I see how many things are there to look forward to that could send this stock and the company literally to the moon, I'm also starting to be overly optimistic about it, and I'm hard to be convinced in something like that. I think this will be huge, and from that reason I invested all of my trading account in Alfi. I sold Sense, BNG, I sold absolutely everything, and I invested all of my money from the trading account, with the trading account used for more riskier plays. But still, all of the trading account is now invested in Alfi, and I don't care how long will it take. I know a lot of people don't agree with that, I know, but I fully believe in this company to that point that I'm literally not feeling good if I'm not having all of my money in Alpha. So yeah, that's what I did. I know a lot of you don't agree with that, but I forgot to mention that actually I did the same thing with BNGO back in August when the price was at like 0.40 or 0.70. And I did just fine, because then the stock went up to $15, and I'm personally anticipating that much more will happen with this one. So about the chart, you can see we have been constantly rejected by this trend line here, and we're now soon gonna get squeezed around this $10 area. This is a very strong support, that's why I made it so thick. It looks kind of funny when I look at it now, but it's a very strong support, and I think Alfi is much more likely to break to the upside. With everything I told you by now, I don't think that Alfi will break to the downside. I don't see why would that happen. There is literally no reason. It's a 150 million market cap. That's nothing. Now I also realized that there is some kind of an ugly head and shoulders there, which got fulfilled on some degree, and that's why we came so low. There is also a possibility for us to start trading in this channel here, but this is a 4-hour time frame, and on a 4-hour time frame it's much harder for patterns to play out, because it takes so long and a lot of things can happen in between fundamentally, with the news, with the economy, that could send the stock price in whatever direction and invalidate those patterns. And there is also something I wanted your guys' opinion on. Since I invested my trading account in Alfi, I was thinking of putting 1k in my Binance account, which the link is in the description if you want to join them. Definitely the best crypto broker. And doing a 1k to 10k challenge with some small leverage like 5x. even less as I get closer to 10k. I think that would be kind of fun. I don't know what you think about that. Also, the first pinned comment will be the link to the Discord. It's pre-launch. I'm not launching it officially yet, but for some of you who want to stay in contact, you can join to make our communication easier. I'm starting a new franchise now, so I'm gonna be pretty busy for some time and I'm not really gonna be active on YouTube probably. I will try my best to cover what's important, and if you want to ask me anything or just connect, you can do it there on the Discord. It's gonna be much easier for me and for you. So the link is in the first pinned comment. And don't forget to tell me what do you think about the 1k to 10k crypto trading challenge. And yeah, I think I said it all. If there's anything you don't understand of what I talked about in today's video of Alfi, please ask me in the comments. I'm sorry for me not being more active. I know I said I will be, but that's why I gave you pre-access to the Discord so we can stay in touch. I wish everyone the best in the market and see you soon.